Isolation is a choice we make when the world outside becomes too loud to bear. A fortress built of wood, stone, and yesterday. Every color has a name. Every pattern holds a face. We build mirrors out of string, trying to look back just one more time. But life does not stop at the window. It watches quietly from the other side, that it waits with innocent eyes. For a door that grief has kept closed for too long. When you lose everything, even a stranger feels like a threat to the silence you have fought so hard to keep. Kindness has a way of arriving uninvited, a small fragment of light, left on a cold stone step. Sometimes the colors we search for in our memories do not stay inside the past. They arrive quietly in small gifts, in innocent eyes, and in someone waiting at the door with a little piece of light. We do not need words to understand pain or the quiet desire to find shelter from the cold. Sometimes an open door is the first language of trust. Grief closed my hands, but this child taught them how to open again. But time does not wait. His hands trembled. The thread broke, and everything he held onto fell apart. When the thread broke, the silence returned. And for the first time, he knew memory could not bring her back. We think we must save the past alone, but sometimes the present returns quietly with smaller hands and a stronger heart. A loose thread does not mean the story is over. Sometimes it only waits for another hand to begin. The knots we tie in sorrow can be softened by love. We cannot change yesterday, but we can choose who we weave tomorrow with. Meryem's memory was no longer a place to hide. It became a light Hassan could share with someone still here. For years, Hassan believed memory was something to hide inside, but now it felt like something he could share. She was not gone from his heart. She had simply become a light woven into everything he still had to give. For so long, he remembered her only through pain. But in that light, her memory became gentle again. He did not forget her. He simply let the memory breathe. And then a small hand reminded him he was not alone anymore. Some burdens are not thrown away. They are simply put down when the heart is ready. In that golden thread, Hassan gave him more than memory. He gave him trust and a future that could still be woven. In his small hands, the thread felt light, but Hassan knew it carried memory, trust, and the beginning of something new. The room had kept his sorrow safe, but now the door was open and hope was waiting outside. He had spent years hiding from the world. Now, for the first time, he stood before it without fear. Some doors do not open to escape. They open when the heart is ready to return to the world, one quiet step at a time. Some journeys do not begin with grand promises.
Won't you see a big city?
They begin quietly with one path, two shadows, and the courage to keep walking. Some journeys do not begin with grand promises. They begin quietly with one path. Yassine said nothing. He only held up the golden thread. And somehow, that was enough to make Hassan take one more step. Healing did not arrive all at once. It came slowly. One breath, one step, one hand. The village had not forgotten the morning. Smoke still rose. Doors still opened. Life had continued, waiting for him to return. At the edge of the village, Hassan stopped. Not because he wanted to run, but because returning takes courage too. The world did not ask him to explain his pain. It simply opened a door and offered him a little warmth. For the first time in many years, Hassan reached out, not to hold the past, but to receive the present. Warmth was never meant to stay in one hand. The moment Hassan shared it, something inside him opened too. It was not a big smile, but after years of silence, even the smallest smile can sound like a life beginning again. The thread was no longer only a memory. Around the boy's wrist, it became a promise that neither of them would walk alone. He did not return as the man he once was. He returned quieter, softer, but no longer alone. Do not fear the broken threads of your life. In the hands of love, they can become the beginning of a new design.